your dish authorized retailer now.
800-570-6630. 800-570-6630. That's 800-570-6630. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Happy freaking Tuesday. It's barbecue, my friends. Yes, we have Brandon Anderson in the house from Rack Attack. Not Attack the Rack. This is not a harassment hashtag Me Too movement thing. Sorry, Marbertelli. I know that you're under some scrutinization there with some criminal charges. But, Brandon, welcome back, brother. And wait, we're going to meet you here. But I have to tell you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm sorry I did not boost your post that I saw on Facebook. I've been a little busy trying not to get my ass whooped tonight, basically, in the CFC.
You've been stressing all day. It's okay.
No, I've been stressing for like 4 days, dude.
Have a
6
drink.
days, maybe. Hey, what do you got? Wait, you're drinking? You're drinking Seaside grown. This is the Bloody Mary mix that we talked about yesterday on the show with Randy White, right? With on the end of the fire with a little Deep Ellum dill pickle vodka, not their all-purpose vodka, dill pickle.
It works.
Yeah, is it good?
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, that the Seaside grown. There are very few farms that are left, and they're on Hilton Head, right? There are very few that are left that grow Seaside, and my favorite food pairing ever. I graduated culinary school way back when, 90s. And I went to France, and I was able to have the Muscadet wine, which has a little bit of saltiness to it because it's grown in the Loire Valley, west of Paris, the whole cool area of France, going towards the not cool area of the coast. It's kind of rocky there. But the salt air carries that salt mist into the grapes and absorbs it, and it's unbelievable. And so it's got a slight saltiness. It's called Surly. So this Muscadet wine that they have it's got a little bit of the yeast is left in it. They don't kill and strain the yeast. It's just left in the wine. And I wanted to have that because it has this saltiness. It's still like, it's not like Moscato, right? It's a whole different grape. It's a Muscadet, and it's a much slightly less ripe wine, so it's a little more tart. But having that with a perfect pairing of shellfish like briny, I had manila and half little neck clams on the half shell. I tell you, I had waited for 6 years since I heard about that pairing to have that. And I was like, my world's done. Y'all can go away. I'm staying here. Bye. It was unbelievable. Nice. And but today, as I don't have any Muscadet and mussels on the half shell, we are going to have a little bit. I'm going to Lead-Slinger's bourbon, right? This is from Lead-Slinger's, Texas, isn't it? Oh, I was wrong. Moore, Oklahoma.
It's close.
No, it's not even really close, actually. Sorry about that. But
close in proximity.
Have you met Tim, the owner of the building here?
I haven't.
So Tim is the CEO and president of the Country Network, TCN.
Tim Eaton.
Yeah, Tim Eaton.
Yeah,
okay, so that's right. So you heard the whole story about it. So you guys went to the same high school.
Me and his nieces.
But he went there too.
Natalie.
No,
well, yes.
Back in the day when it was the only,
not
at the same time, but that was the only high school back when he went.
Yep.
And where'd you go to school?
Mansfield High School.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just spit it out there, man. It's okay if you got a Montville barbecue.
I'm trying to post on my deal.
Yeah, dude. Can I tell you? I never share this post till like halfway through the segment. So, okay, I can't find like where the peel point is on this. Can I tell you? Listen, liquor people, listen up. Look, if we can find the peel point on the dressing, it don't matter. But if we can't find the peel point on the liquor, it sucks. I'm serious. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to call you out. Bryce was here last week, right?
Yeah, Noble Wolf.
Dude, I'm telling you, what a cool guy. But I'm telling you, every freaking bottle is double wrapped, and there's no telling where the hell the peel point is on that shrink wrap on the top. Come on, man. I'm a functional alcoholic in a modern day world who needs to eat and drink to survive. Actually, I'm more of a drink for show, don't suffer hangovers well, and love to eat kind of guy, and don't drink enough water. But figure that. Come on, man. You got good eyes. You're young. Jeez, man. I feel incompetent. A little, not impotent, just incompetent.
We're just going to rip it off.
So tonight, you're going to be at the
I'm not going to mess with the
Okay, can I just tell, if you're watching right now, I just shrunk about a half an inch. Yeah, top and bottom. Just saying. Brandon, man, what an ass. He just ripped it off the top. He didn't even look for the shrink. He didn't even look for like where the peel point is. Because you know what? I'm like old school, right? Do it proper, Patrick. Don't just rip it off the top. Peel it like you should. Okay, but if you can't peel it, what's the point? I'll tell you. Dr. Brown, by the way, Dr. Brown and Eric Rieger, I love your CBD products. Dr. Brown, by the way, is on Thursday mornings. He has a 2-hour show called The Gut Check Project right here on Spoony Radio, on Facebook Live, as well as on Spoony.com and Spreaker and iHeartRadio Live. I can't open that damn bottle. No, it's just a dropper bottle, right? It's like, you push it down, you turn it left, you pull it out, and it's got a 1/4, 1/2, 3/4 full dropper. Dr. Brown, I've not only called you out on you want to hear everything bloating in your commercials, so fix the damn dropper too, because I'm fixing to call you out. No, look, they're really nice people. But here's the deal. I'm 51. I'm not stupid. I'm pretty freaking Oh, I almost dropped the F-bomb there. I really almost did. I'm pretty damn technically savvy. My kids are brilliant. Thank God they don't take after me. And I try to keep up with the times, but I really have a hard time pushing that cap down and releasing it from the bottle. No, I mean, a really hard time, which means that 4 minutes of that struggle where I could be sleeping instead of increasing my blood pressure and my rate of frustration. There's terrible things going on in my body. I'm just telling you, trying to get that damn thing open. Who the hell? You don't need a child safety cap on that. That thing is safe. You drink the whole damn bottle at 4 years old, you're safe. No, I'm serious, Dr. Brown. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm really. I'm telling Dr. Brown and Eric Rieger. Do you know they're part of the 512 tequila brand?
I didn't.
Yeah. So Eric actually helped found that. He was one of the initial investors, and he brought Dr. Brown in, and one of the guys who was one of the very first people to use stem cells in trauma treatment in the field, right? I should know his name, but I don't. He developed this technique where there's not just the stem cell injection, there's a second injection, which they work in conjunction. And he's the founder of the company.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. It's not quite like number Juan, which would be, you know who that is?
Juan? Or one?
Number one? No, Juan. Number one. Number one tequila. They have several different styles of tequila, but it's Ron White. Right? Ron White, the comedian?
Yeah.
And another guy, who is the spokesperson? How that guy? I apologize, dude. The long hair, Hispanic dude. I'm really sorry, but I'm just messing with it. Anyway, but they came up here one night and they did a show. We were taping a pilot for a Fort Worth Nights. Basically a Johnny Carson style, Texas, kick-ass, really fun show. And that was the first guest on there.
Okay.
And he was so funny. They brought us a bunch of tequila. The next morning he came in early on the show next door, then in my show. And I'll tell you, it's amazing stuff. But I didn't know there were so many tequila companies or vodka companies based in Austin. I mean, is it just that we drink more in Texas? Because we drink a lot in New York, can I tell you? New York's a rough place to live, whether upstate or in the city. But in Texas, we have it pretty good, man. I've been here 18 years.
Texas is pretty good.
So why we drink so much? Because we want to?
Yeah.
You want to?
We got a lot of country to go drink in.
It's a big-ass state, can I tell you? Look, I've lived in New York, and New York is pretty, you got these little towns in between, a lot of green space in between. But when you get to, like, Arizona, which has about half the population of probably New York. I don't know exactly, but, there's a lot more green space, open space, desert, no towns. But you come to Texas, you cross that border from New Mexico into El Paso, and you got about 10 hours to Houston. There's nothing outside of El Paso to Houston but a whole lot of nothing. But it's beautiful. It really is. You see, if you look to the north of I-10, up near McKinney and those big bluffs up there,
Yeah.
you have McKinney, the Permian Basin, right? You got Odessa, right? Odessa, what else up there?
Midland.
Yeah, Midland. There you go. So that's
Lubbock.
this whole Permian Basin, right?
Yep.
And you look up there, and you can see just to the at the very far south of that, you have those bluffs with all those huge windmills, electrical windmills. It's very cool. And when I moved out here in 2001, the only place I'd ever seen those before was driving from LA to Vegas. Because when you fly to, you drive from LA to Vegas, well, there's nothing but a whole lot of nothing. When you come over I think it's the Wasatch Mountains there, might be further west than that. But you come out of basically Palm Desert, Palm Springs area, and you go further west, about 50 miles, and you come into some mountains, and there's nothing for a long way. It's just other than windmills and windmills and windmills, and then you got one more little hump, and then that's where all the casinos start.
Yeah.
So you're like, what the hell are you talking about, Patrick? I'm trying to spend a little bit of time talking before
We need to
I like
eat.
to fall asleep because this damn brisket smells so good. Can I tell you what? You told me last week you're coming because we couldn't make it last week. Right?
Yeah.
I was very sick, and I'm sorry, but I missed last Tuesday. I was coughing up a lung and a half. I've got 1/4 of a lung left, actually. Sorry, that's a bad joke. My mom had asthma forever, but I was really excited for you to come back. And what's cool is there is no sauce on this brisket.
I forgot the sauce at home.
No. Holy moly. This is Brandon Anderson from Rack Attack, not Attack the Rack. Rack Attack Barbecue. I'll tell you, if you need a vent cutter, this is amazing brisket. And I haven't tried the ribs yet, but I'm going to. And they've been, sorry, I took a huge bite of brisket, but they've been basted a few times. Yeah. I can see that, but I'm looking forward to that. I'm telling you, you need a catering facilitator here in the DFW area. Please call Brandon. Brandon, you can find him on Facebook, right? Mm-hmm. At Rack Attack
Rack Attack BBQ.
Mm-hmm. BBQ. Oh, BBQ.
Yeah, it's politically correct. BBQ, not barbecue, since it is.
Wait.
literally
Wait. I got it.
BBQ.
All right, so I don't do politics, right? But I got a question for you because this is regarding food. What do you mean it's politically correct?
Well, looking
Is
at
food
it,
not politically correct?
well, looking at it, it's BBQ spelled out. Other than if someone goes and puts in Rack Attack,
Barbie is not spelled B-A-R-B-I. It's not B-A-R-B-I.
I try to make it
Rack.
simple.
I'm just saying it's B-A-R-B-E, right?
Q-U-E.
Q-U-E.
Well, I actually spell it BBQ. I don't spell it all the way out. That's why I say BBQ.
And was that by choice?
Yeah.
Or was that by, I don't know, somebody else tried the name?
Keeping it simple, less words, less letters. I mean,
So what's funny is when we did the first time you're coming on,
Yeah.
I'm not very good at the whole, it's called metadata, right? And the @ symbol, the hashtags. I'm okay with that, but I actually had to look it up because the number one thing for barbecue is spelled out barbecue. Hashtag barbecue.
Yeah.
That's why I put it in the post. But BBQ is number 2. And the rest is like meat, ribs, blah, 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 KC, But we talked about this, 2 weeks ago?
maybe 2.5.
Nah, somewhere around there.
My hashtag that I've adopted that no one else uses, I think we talked about it last time, is TX Craft Barbecue. Spelled
Well-
out.
But you got a bigger mission.
Oh, Barbecue for Heroes?
Yes, sir. So let's talk about, well, we can wait.
I got something Friday that I'm doing for Barbecue for Heroes.
We had 2 hours and
Yeah,
48
we got
minutes left,
plenty
man.
of
2 hours
time.
and 49 minutes and, 51 seconds right now. So we got a little time, but Barbecue for Heroes, that's a very good cause. We'll talk about that. I did send your info to Joe Wilson. Oh, by the way, hey, since all your friends are listening right now, today's the 4th.
They should be.
Today's the 4th, right?
Yeah.
All right. Joe Wilson, I love you, brother. I am sorry. I've tried night and day, every freaking day, to find you a place to do the squirrel brain cooking demonstration for the Aussie crew coming in. And I'm telling you right now, if there is anyone, Trey Chapman, anyone out there, we've tried a couple places. There's a place just south on near in Burleson that this crew went and looked at. If there's anyone within 30 minutes of the DFW, preferably the Fort Worth side,
Right.
anyone within 30 minutes. They could just, it has to look like it's open land and maybe a tree backdrop. They can film at dusk. They're just doing an open fire pit. Joe is going to actually give a lesson on cooking squirrel brains, because back in the day when you were starving to death, settling this country, you had to eat everything tail to tusk, and that did not leave out the squirrel brain. So Joe Wilson, who is the MC for the Steak Championship Steak Cook-Off Association, right?
Yeah, SCA.
Okay, SCA, and also does their he's MC for their premier event, which is right here, held at Billy Bob's right here in Fort Worth, in the stockyards. He is the MC, the master of ceremonies, and he's just a funny guy. He hosts the World Champion Squirrel Cook-Off in Bentonville, Arkansas every year. I think it's the 9th or 10th year it's going on this year. I'm going to go up. I don't care if he knows. I'm just showing up, man. I'm going to cook with somebody's team. I don't care. But I'll tell you, it's really cool. The year that I did not win, the only year I competed, it was squirrel empanadas with a little dipping. But I'm telling you, it was really good.
Sounds good.
That good. I did like a squirrel, a 5-spice squirrel sushi hand roll. It was cooked. It wasn't raw, because I don't care if it's limb chicken or chicken of the tree. If it's not fish that I know, you can't eat it raw. But there was one judge. I don't know who you are, but I'm going to find out someday. I'm going to hunt you down. There's one judge that did not eat sushi. Can I just explain to you? Sushi means vinegared rice. Had nothing to do with the damn squirrel. It didn't mean raw. It meant squirrel. It meant vinegared rice, sir or ma'am. I want you to judge again. I'm going to make the same. I'm not going to make the same dish. Make something similar, though, with squirrel. Japanese flavored. They gave me a 0 because they wouldn't even try it. So that put me in 17th place out of 38
Doesn't sound fair.
teams. But here's the deal. The bigger thing is, by 4 places or so, I lost to my friend Jeff Wetzel, the cowboy chef, better known as Chef Jeff Wetzel of Le Bouvier Services. He's classically French, but tragically redneck. Yeah, I moved his ass up to Arkansas, by the way. But Jeff, I now owe his wife and him a sushi dinner. Not just a dinner, but a 2-hour lesson beforehand. So I don't know who you are, Judge. But I'm going to find, what was cool, I have to say, above and all, it's all in jest, right? Joe has created this really cool event where it started out with like 4 or 5 teams. And Bentonville, Arkansas, I know I talk about all Northwest Arkansas, but it's a very cool culture. It's obviously driven by Sam's and Walmart. The family lives there, the Walton family. And they do amazing philanthropic work. And if you think about any museum you've been to any time, what's like when you were a kid, where'd they take you? The Museum of Fine Arts downtown, right?
Fort Worth? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Fort Worth Arts Museum, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So maybe you went to Dallas once during all those years, right? Because they got some cool. Dallas has great museums, I have to tell you.
They got the Perot, I think is how you say it.
Yep. And so, Houston, I've done a ton of parties in Houston at the Museum of Fine Arts, the Museum of Natural History. But I'm telling you, this museum in Bentonville that the Walton Family Foundation paid for, basically it's one daughter of Sam Walton, paid for on her own. It's basically, they put about $500 million, about $380 million, almost $450 million, somewhere between those two numbers, to build the structures over this spring well that feeds. You can go ahead and type. It's okay.
I'm trying to share.
That's all good. Share, baby. Hey, by the way, if you're listening to it, like and share. Brandon Anderson is on the hook today. Not just on the air, but on the hook here. Feed me some good, really good. I was going to say good ass barbecue. I'm going to choke on it if I'm not careful. But it's really good, dude. That brisket's awesome. See, he's even playing on his phone. It's that cool. He's watching his own show on his own phone while we're on the air.
And my iPad.
Yeah, it's okay. Dude, I have to hit mute like 4 times before I figure it out. But they do some great work up there. It's called Crystal Bridges, the Museum of American Art. And it's not just North America. It's ever from the tip of South America to the tip of North America. And I'll tell you, Alice Walton did a great job. She sent 2 people out to procure all this artwork. Their family had about $1 billion in artwork that they donated to the facility, and about another $2 billion they put into it, just on loan from other people or buying artwork. You ever seen? You remember what's his name? The Evening Post. It was what the hell was that guy's name? He was an iconic American artist, right? But during World War II, they had the the Saturday Post or Sunday Post, what it was called. He had this guy, Rosie the Riveter, right? Like all the women that were really strong. I got my arm up, and it doesn't look like I have my arm up because it's hidden by my head. And yeah, the jacket makes me look good. It makes me look strong, but just don't feel underneath, right? Because I'm a little weak right now. But Rosie the Riveter was like this iconic face of America for World War II, where the women were the backbone, where they did all the assembly and production, and they worked in the smelting plants and iron production. Anyway, they had that original photo, the original painting there. Not just that, but they have really cool stuff, like a little more interesting than that for our day and age, like Andy Warhol stuff, like the Coca-Cola number 10, where he had, instead of Campbell soup cans, the Coca-Cola bottle, where he just painted one bottle and that was it. It's really cool but they have these huge life-size paintings of George Washington and all the founding fathers. And it's an amazing place. If you want a place to go to vacation, and no, they do not pay me. It's one of the most interesting places I've ever lived. Bentonville, Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas, from Fayetteville, Northwest. Just show up one day. The museum's free. That's the cool thing. The Walton Family Foundation pays for everything, expense-wise.
Wow.
And, I mean, how often do we in this day and age get anything for free? Not often. So, except a little barbecue from Brandon Anderson of Rack Attack BBQ. I'm just telling you. So, go ahead, man.
You want me to
Who is
answer
that?
it?
Yeah, who is it?
It's a buddy.
Huh.
He should be watching.
Put him on the air. Put the bastard on the speaker. Hey, you're on air.
Hey, Jared.
No F-bombs.
Hey, you're on
Brandon?
You're on Spoony Radio right now. No F-bombs. Don't talk about Santa Claus, and no GD. Literally, you're on the air right now. What's up, man?
What's up?
Well, how's everybody doing?
We are living the dream. Sometimes I think I need a better dream, though.
Hey, on Facebook, go to Food Biz Pro or Spoony Radio, and you'll see us right now live.
Hey, and more than that, hey, you need to go to Concrete Cowboy tonight in Frisco. Watch me beat the asses out of the other three chefs. Actually, just pray I don't get my ass beat by the other three chefs in a chopped style throwdown. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Look, hey, I'm Patrick, by the way. How you doing? I don't know you. Cheers. Good to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Jared Patrick, Patrick Jared.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
he had no idea you were gonna be on the air, did he?
You didn't know I was doing this, did you?
No, sir.
You calling about your jet ski?
Yeah. Will you keep talking? Keep talking so I can eat a little bit of rib here. Keep talking.
There's a big bounce house in the backyard.
Hey, y'all keep talking because I'm going to eat some rib. Y'all just small talk. Talk amongst yourselves.
I was going to invite you over for some barbecue.
Gotcha.
Have the kids out there.
All right. Wait.
Yeah, I'm tied up today, brother.
I got a real question. Were you asking him over for barbecue or asking him to come over so he could bring barbecue?
Hey, that was more the
Smart man. I appreciate
That's
that.
awesome.
He's honest.
Dogs. He's probably going to bring some brisket or something.
I got a mouthful of pork ribs right now. I just ate a big slab of brisket. So,
That's
goodness.
amazing. That sounds good.
I'll give you a holler later, man.
Okay, guys. Thanks for having me.
See ya.
Have a good one.
All right, bye.
take care. All right, so that's what's cool about live radio.
Yeah.
We never know what's going to happen. It's always fun though.
That's good.
I'll tell you. Can't tell you what. Most of our listeners know who Doc Thompson was. Doc, you never got to meet him. I'm sorry, Brandon, but what I really miss is Doc used to come when I had really good stuff on the air, like gelato or. Looks like a girl's number answered.
New York. New York. I don't know them.
Who knows? Dude, that's a bill collector right there, man. Can I tell you? I get plenty of those myself. That's a 919.
They're talking about health insurance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's always either a sales car or collection. So,
I had to do it. Oh, goodness.
anyway, so we never know what's going to happen on the air. If you're watching, sorry about me smacking this. Damn, dude, those ribs are good.
Thank you.
I got one little thing. You use a rub on there before you smoke them, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Touch more salt.
More salt.
No, because here's the deal.
I've been told that once, so I
That
will take
sauce
that
is
into consideration.
phenomenal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it should stand up without the sauce. And I taste the sauce. I taste the pork. But tell you, you don't need that sauce, man. You just, just a touch, like 10%, 5% more salt.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't care what rub you're using. Don't have to tell me. Don't have to be yours. Just saying, add a little salt to it. And kosher. Kosher if you can. All right, we have
kosher
20
always.
seconds. Yeah. All right.
Kosher always.
Chef Patrick Mosher, Brandon Anderson in the house. We are. He's going to come support us, and I hope. Yes, sir. Texas barbecue junkie in the house right here. Look, say y'all's prayers for me, Chef Patrick Mosher tonight, because I'm putting my neck on the line. Hey, we're going to go to break real quick. Come back in 2 minutes. Ciao for now.
Follow Chef Patrick Mosher on Twitter at Food Biz Pro.
Do you use the expensive blue or yellow pills to charge your sex life? Are you thinking about it? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pills deliver the exact same results for less than $3. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. And right now, radio callers will get 44 blue or yellow pills for $120 with free discreet shipping. You can save more than $700 off pharmacy prices. Charge your sex life now and save a ton of money. Call now and get your 44 pills and save over $700 and qualify for free shipping. Stop overpaying and call right now.
800-218-6473. 800-218-6473. 800-218-6473. That's 800-218-6473.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go and pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-452-1075. 800-452-1075. That's 800-452-1075.
All right, welcome back. Spoony listener, Chef Patrick Mosher, the Food Biz Pro here on Tuesday afternoon. It is course 2. We have devoured the appetizer. We're now on the super salad, which is not super salad. It's brisket or a pork rib. And I'll tell you what, I had to hurry to finish that rib before the break ended because I did not want the break to end. It's pretty damn delicious. So if you have a chance, you're in the DFW area, that would be the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. You need a catered event. You need the man of the hour who gives a good portion of his proceeds to several charities, actually.
Yep.
Brandon Anderson is a man that is rack attack, not attack the rack, the Me Too movement. Look, no red-haired Italian guys here. That was kind of rude, man. Mario, I love you, man. I miss you, and God bless you. I'm praying, and I know that those last accusations were not correct, so I pray for you and your wife. But Brandon, this is some just badass barbecue. That's all I can tell you.
Thank you.
He's a man of few words, apparently. I'm still trying to get over bronchitis. He's like, thank you. So we talked a little about how you get started. I mean, really, when was the first time you remember cooking ever? How old were you? 4, 10, 20?
Cooking in the kitchen or cooking outside? On the grill, smoker.
Either. Both.
Honestly, I was.
Buy me some time, dude. I'm eating brisket.
I was older. I did a lot of coaching. Coaching.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's coaching and cooking. That's coaching.
Cooking kitchen. Mixed up. I think I was probably 24, 25 when I actually started using a Weber, grill and using charcoal. And I mean, otherwise,
like trying.
I always lived with my parents, my grandparents. I wasn't out on my own probably until about 26, 27. And then I met my wife.
We'd go deeper into that, but then I'd have to answer some personal questions myself. So I think we'll just leave that one where it is. We'll leave that lie.
So I was always fed. I didn't feed myself.
No.
And that's okay.
You chose not to. When you needed to, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
You never starved, right?
Never.
Why? Because you were hungry.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. People say, I'm terrible at math. No, you don't like math. Not about being terrible. It's not about you sucking. It's about somebody at some point in your life said, you know what? I don't know how. He's like, don't drop the brisket, dude. That's like liquid gold. I know. He's like, where is he going with it? Oh, I got sauce hidden back here. No, I don't have sauce hidden back. I don't need any sauce on the brisket or the ribs. But really, when people say they're not good at something, it's typically because they didn't have somebody to teach them how to do it in a manner that they can understand, right? So it's something they don't like to do because they were embarrassed that they weren't good at it at that point in their life.
Correct.
So you can never say, ever, anyone, I'm not good at math. No, you are. Can you balance a checkbook? Then you're good at math because I don't have the patience to balance a damn checkbook. I just look at the ATM statement at the end of the month. Right. And if there's something there like, what? Spearmint Rhino? I didn't go there. No, seriously. I know the name. Never been there. Vegas, LA, Dallas. Never been there. Promise. That is not where my bonus check went. Well, I don't get a bonus check, so there you go. Last time I had a bonus check, I was in Japan. They don't have that place in Japan. Come on, man. Even the videos, they cover that stuff up. I mean, Brandon's blush. Brandon Anderson is blushing. Look, I'm 51. I'll be soon. I'm 6 months away from 52. I got nothing left to hide. Couple skeletons still buried, but the very few, if they're dug up, I got nothing left. Nothing I can't share with my children. So you be all right. It's okay. You can say, I've been there. I've been there. You're missing something, Patrick, because I'm still not going. I can't spend that kind of money, man. We're still trying to monetize it. As a matter of fact, hey, this is Spoony Radio. You can go to Spoony.com, Spoony Radio on all social media. Hell, you can go to SpoonyWildRice.com. Order some Nostalgia Wild Rice. They have a great deal going on right now. 10% off everything for the summer. They have a couple seasonings, a couple wild rice blends. They got beer jam.
Yummy.
There's a bag right down there behind there. You want to grab that? Let's see. Let's see if anything of that stuff tastes good on this brisket. Even if it doesn't, we're going to look at it anyway. So, but if you go to Nostalgia Rice, or who can spell that, go to SpoonyWildRice.com and put in Grill 10. You will get a 10% discount. That's it right there. Yep. Just bring the whole bag up. It's all right. You will get a discount of this entire summer order. There's a bunch of stuff in there, dude. There's a couple different seasonings. There's stout beer jelly right here. Woohoo! And I'll tell you, this is stout beer jelly. They make everything in house, by the way. They have their own vineyard, so they harvest their own grapes. They have a whipped honey. This is and no, not whipped honey, as in woohoo honey. This is whipped maple honey, which grew up in the far northeast. Sorry, I didn't mean to like me. You're not my biatch. Because I got brisket in one hand, and apparently now I have a whipped maple honey in the other. Hi, Maple Honey. How you doing? And then what do they got there?
Raspberry honey wine jelly.
That looks jalapeno jam.
Yep, jalapeno
or habanero, yeah. So I'll tell you, they have I'm very afraid of ghost chilies, ghost pepper, because, look, I saw the very first videos came out 10, 12 years ago where there's a high school kid crying, and they took that video down. I don't know if that kid even lived, because he was like trying to eat a sandwich and drink milk, and that kid just kept crying and snot running out of his nose for like 45 minutes, man. I felt so bad. And then they end the video. But I really think that kid expired, because they took the videos. Every version of that video down 5 years later, every version of that video was gone off of YouTube. Have you ever seen anything taken down off of YouTube? Really? Unless it was really, literally, sexually offensive or something like that.
Or something.
Yeah, but this guy's just eating a ghost chili. And they took it down, and I've never found it again. So I was frightened out of my mind to never try ghost. Because, look, that's I can eat habanero. I can have a little bit of Scotch bonnet. That's really my limitation. And we're talking like Buffalo Wild Wing stripe, right? Because I like jalapeno a lot. I love Serrano. You get above habanero, you start getting a Scotch bonnet. Anything above that, I'm just like, it's stupid. Your mouth burns. You can't taste anything. But I'm telling you, they have this amazing jam, and I have some in the fridge. It's sweet, and it doesn't taste any hotter than like It's a little hotter than jalapeno. Not quite to Serrano. Nowhere near hotter than jalapeno. not quite. It's maybe Serrano, not quite to habanero. But I'm telling you, man, you sit back for a few minutes, and the internal heat. Whoa! See, look at that. I'm knocking the rye over right here because that internal heat starts to build, and you start sweating from the inside out. And people see that. Like your face starts to turn a little red. And you're like, no, I'm fine. I'm just sweating. They're like, no, dude, you're red. I'm like, no, I'm just sweating. It's okay. Just give me a towel.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
wipe it
dripping off you. It's like every pore of your body's detoxing. But they treat it in a manner that may have or may not have to do with lactose. Just saying. But it's amazing stuff, man. I'll give you. You should take whatever's in there to go.
Yeah.
And maybe incorporate it into a sauce, man. It's hot, but it's not uncomfortable. It's cool. And I'm telling you, Brad and Doc, they tease me like the whole day because I was sweating for like 3 hours because I took like 2 tablespoons. It's a lot of that's a lot of ghost chili. But again, they treat it in a way that it doesn't burn your mouth. It just like heats up your body. I don't know if that's good or bad, but how you? If I was from Jersey, how you doing, man? How you doing? Joey Triviani here with the handsome. No, I'm just joking, man. What's up, Brandon? Dude, I can't fake that stuff even on a Friday. So you're gonna come to the show tonight, right?
Oh yeah.
All
me
right.
and my buddy Casey, we're coming. We got tickets. We're ready to.
Where's
have
he?
some
He's
fun.
come from out of town, right?
He's lived up north. Now he's living back in Arlington, a little bit closer to me because I live in Burleson.
Up north, like where? Up north?
South Lake. It's not that far.
Dude,
but
come
I'm
on,
not
man.
driving from Burleson all the way to South Lake all the time to hang out with him. So finally, he's a little bit closer.
Wait.
to
How
us.
far is that? Like an hour?
I mean, probably 45 minutes. But if you go and you have a good time and you drink, you're not drinking and driving home 45 minutes later, though, or 45 minutes long.
That's when you say, honey, I'm pre-planning something for 2 weeks from today. I'm going to stay at Billy Bob's house. I know it's not a name, but because I'm really bad with names, so I don't write it down. But I'm going to stay for 2 days. I'm going to stay there overnight. I'll be back by 10 in the morning. And if I look rough, just don't ask me any questions because I did nothing wrong but drink too much.
Rachel, take notes.
Good luck with that because it ain't going to happen. Just saying.
No.
But really, I mean, 45 minutes? Dude.
Our schedules conflict, so with him being a little bit closer now.
Oh my God. How old are you
12
now?
minutes.
How old are you?
31.
How old's he?
Something.
Same. Come on, man. 31. And I don't want to drive 45 minutes. I have 3 drinks. I have to drive home.
3.
Okay, 6. It's not a.
We can
okay.
go. We can go with 6.
But it's not a 5th. Okay, it might be a 5th, but it's not. It's not a quart. Okay, maybe it is, but come on, man. Buck up. Just don't drive when. Here's the thing. Everybody out there, I make light of drinking. I don't mean that. Seriously, do not drink and drive ever. I'm a very blessed person. I have had more than one drink. And yeah, I'm clearing my throat now because I'm lying because I want to tell the truth. I've had more than one drink, more than 2 drinks, more than 3 drinks several times, and driven. I don't know, maybe more times you count, twice on your hands and feet, maybe 4 times on your hands and feet. And I am blessed that I have never, like if I had expired somewhere along the roadside, that's one thing.
Right.
But the fact that I never was unfortunate enough to have an accident where I involved somebody else in that, especially some other oncoming driver or someone even on my side of the road, I am truly blessed. And thank you for the protection I've been given throughout this portion of my life. It's a serious thing, man. You cannot drink and drive. Alcohol is the leading cause of death for children between the ages of 15 and 18. Once you get your driver's license, children, do not ever get in a car with any other youth that's been driving. Look, call your parents, throw them under the bus, say what an a-hole your dad or mom is, because they'll kick you out of the house if you don't abide by their rules. But you know what? That's fine. I mean, I told my children, you do whatever you call me every name in the book, but I'll come pick you up. I don't care. And I don't care what your friends think of me. The thing is, I care if you're alive. So don't be in a rush. It's better to get there late than to get there never. And this is the time of year, man. 4th of July is coming up. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Graduations all
Day,
happen.
which is behind us.
Well, I mean, and we have these graduations, high school graduations. Telling you, parents, take note, man. You know if your kid's drinking. We're not stupid. None of us are stupid. Come on. We've been there, done that. Keep your eyes open and just love them and make sure they're safe. It's a terrible time of year. We lose so many children this time of year and adults. So back to barbecue.
Well said. That was 2 minutes of Food Biz Pro confessionals.
No, I'm just telling you. Look, it's really it means a lot to me. I lost saw a friend who she was pulling out of the high school parking lot, and she had a Jeep, right? And she was pulling out, and I'm not going to say her name, and I'm going to say the young lady. There was a girl on the passenger side who had a twin brother. We were all in the same grade. We were in 11th grade, and she pulled out of the parking lot, and a young man who was drunk, who had stolen another car, hit them as they pulled out of our high school parking lot, and it killed the girl in the passenger seat. And it was almost graduation time, and it wasn't the only child, the only young person that died in my high school during those years. Yeah, I was heartbroken. I mean, she was beautiful. She was young. She was brilliant. And not only her, but this girl that was driving, right? It totally changed her life.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I mean, forever. And all because one young man decided to take another parent's car. And it was summertime, so they didn't really, there was disregard for whatever's going around except having fun. And it's really unfortunate for everybody involved because it changed that person's life too. Now, they took another person's life because they drank. And we don't talk about that a lot in public, do we?
No.
How often do you have this? I mean, I'm not a frequent drunk driver. I'm not. I really abhor drunk drivers, and I've always been against that. I really try to limit myself when I'm out in public, and I don't like feeling like I'm not in control. That started when I was a teenager, way back when I started wrestling in second grade, man. And it's just, if you're not in tune with your body, you can't function.
Right.
And for me, even now, like, yeah, have you seen me take one sip of that? I poured that whole damn thing of bourbon. I haven't taken a single sip. It's not that I don't want to drink it. It's that, I need to think about, I got a competition tonight. I don't want to let Spoony listeners down. And I just want to not cut a finger off, too. That would be kind of nice. I've been holding this thing forever.
You have. Eat it.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but we don't talk about those things that are uncomfortable, right? We've all lost someone to drunk drivers or an accident that a teenager had when they were young and not careful. Let's not do that anymore, man. Set the standard. Open your heart. Don't judge. Just tell the kids if they need you, call you. That's it. That's all I got to say. I love my children more than I love my life on earth. And if you're able to reach them and make sure that they're safe, then take it. All right? There's no pride involved in this. It's called preservation. Because if you're not around and your kid's not around, then your family's not around. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look 20 years in the future. Parents like, Patrick must be drunk. He's like a pontificating a little too much. Patrick has had nothing to drink until Brandon walked in the studio. I still haven't drank anything. But I'm a little drunk on his barbecue. That smoke's going to the brain right here. Man, where'd you get this brisket?
That brisket?
Mm-hmm. Is that choice?
That's a certified, it's cab. Cab choice.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Cab, that would be certified Angus beef for you as a listener, not listening. But that's really good. That's got just enough fat down the middle and then at the base to make it really, man, that's so flavorful. How long did you smoke that for? I saw you showed me a picture yesterday.
That was, what was that, about 9 o'clock a.m. It didn't get done till about 12 hours.
About 12, yeah.
About 12 hours. So then it's been resting in the food warmer ever since this morning.
That right there, folks, is tasty. You know what my food warmer is when I got brisket? It's a cooler.
That's what I used. Yeah.
Well,
I've done that.
Cambro makes these boxes, right? These expensive. They're about $100 a box.
Yeah.
They're not too bad. But the wheelbase for those is another $120.
Mm-hmm.
They're awesome though. They lose 5 degrees in temperature, either heat or cold per hour, on average. So you can take something that's 200 degrees, 200 EUs, show up at an event, you have 5 degrees per hour down to 140, 145 before you're in the danger zone. That's awesome. Not only that, it's on wheels and they're stackable.
Yeah.
And they hold standard size restaurant pans, which may or may not be a little disappointed. My friend Brandon, you know, a couple things I asked for. I was like, hey, dude, I need a last minute favor. Gloves. He's like, check. I said, Lexan pan. Oh, dude, I only got one. I'm using it. Actually, I need one because I need to store it here. I need to put my stuff in it. But there are a few things that we use in restaurants that people don't really know about. There's a couple brands, Cambro, Lexan. Those are the big ones, right? Those are the big two. And they're hot boxes, cold boxes, clear boxes. Doesn't matter. You need them to function or to transport.
Yes.
Because, so I'm telling you, Kent Cottle, my really good buddy, he's L. Kent Cottle. He lives in Fort Collins. We met in Aspen 20 plus years ago before my son was born. And he was a bartender up there. And an amazing bartender. He just moved up there from Florida, although he grew up in Denver area. And we talked to, he has a catering company now, and we were partners for a while. It's called Z Catering and Events. But when we first started, it was this hodgepodge of, yes, I'm still chewing, folks. Yes, because that was a big-ass bite of brisket because it's so good. I used to have some napkin stuff down there. I don't have any left. No, but Kent, I said, here's the cool thing. If you buy these Lexan pans, you buy one per party. So when you stack them, they're clear. That's the great thing about them. You can see one is just a carving set. It's if you're going to have a live action station, it has a big, huge cutting board with the rim around it that has the recess for catching the juices
drippings,
from the drippings. And then, but you know what you do with that is you cover that with big sticks of rosemary so nobody sees it. Just saying. There you go. Freebie. It's got your carving set, like your knife and your fork, your serving fork. And then you have a couple other things in there, but then you have one that has just the cold box, right? It's all your butter, cream, anything you need for just extra service, after service kind of stuff.
Right.
Tea, coffee, so on and so forth. Then you have one that might just have all your sauces and salad dressings and stuff like that with ice in it, so on and so forth. But you don't carry hot food in it. You can carry everything dry, everything cold, everything miscellaneous. And you can see everything. Lexan, brilliant. And I think, because I can take one container tonight to the show, since I'm not really cooking anything, I'm cooking one item, folks, but other than that, I ain't cooking much. All I need is a little oil heated up. I'm just telling you. Yeah. I know y'all want to know, but I'm telling you, Dustin and it's not Andrew, is it? Who's the other? Christopher. Andrew, Christopher, and whatever the Indian guy's name is out of Florida. Oh, no, he's out of South Carolina. Actually, he's out of Charleston, North Carolina, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You know what? Here's the deal. That guy's bio just says 18 years in the industry. That's scary stuff, man.
You got Christopher Stevens.
Mm-hmm. Dustin
Sanders.
All right, Dustin's a steak guy. Do you know what he's going to do? Christopher, you're a little unknown, but you're a caterer. Look, you got to keep it simple because it's 400 plates every time you go to a business. Okay, ain't 400 plates tonight. It's 4 and 100. But the other guy,
Riken Verma.
Yeah, look, dude, I don't know who the hell you are or what you're doing, but you're a little frightening because the kind of food he does, it's a traditional. The dish that they do is traditionally seasoned. It's a vegetable base dish with what's the name of the restaurant? The name of the restaurant is the type of the food.
Sure, it's an Asian restaurant.
Chawarni. It's Indian, dude. It's Bawarchi. So that Bawarchi is to the Biryani style. That's the style of food he does. Okay. Here's the deal. As in most Indian food, it's very intense flavors, really big, bold, and it's very it crosses kind of all boundaries as far as the target of the seasoning, whether it's vegetables, protein, doesn't matter, right?
Right.
That guy, but the good thing is we got to pair it with a sip, which means we have to use Sam Adams as an ingredient in one of our dishes or both. So it's a sip and a bite. You have a cocktail or whatever, a beer cocktail, beer-based beer. I don't care what you call it. You got a cocktail and a bite of food. Might be a taco. Just saying, this is Texas. Chef Patrick, this may be a taco from Chef Patrick. Not your traditional taco because the filling won't be cooked. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying, may not be cooked. And don't bother looking up like Nobu or Morimoto or any of those guys I worked for in the past. It has nothing to do with it. Maybe. It's going to be good, dude. I'm telling you.
I'm ready to try it.
We called in a little, kind of the heavy artillery with Cheryl Heisler from Friday Afternoons. What are we drinking this weekend? Cheryl Rich Heisler from mixedmetaphors.com. I may or may not have sent her the pantry ingredients and the requirements for what we have to use in the drink or the food. She may or may not have designed a drink that would cross over the ingredients because we get 3 ingredients for the food, 3 for the drink, and if they cross over, so be it. She may or may not have designed a drink that I could design my food around. Just, thank you, Cheryl.
Hopefully it's a winner.
Dude, I don't care if it's a winner. Look,
it'll be good.
It's going to be fun. And I hope it's loud and boisterous. And all you listeners out there at Spoony Radio better show up tonight. That is the Concrete Cowboy in Frisco. It starts, we check in I think I have to check in at 5:15. I think the real show starts at 6:30, but show up early. Show up early. If you want, text me. Not text me. Sorry. Not text me. Email me at Chef Patrick at Food Biz Pro. Or Patrick at Food Biz Pro, or Chef Patrick at Spoony. You can actually email, Brandon here.
Yeah.
Is it Rack Attack?
Rack Attack BBQ.
Okay.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Okay. And we'll give out I'll give you the discount code. Okay. So instead of $25 per ticket, it's $20. Here's the cool thing. We have to plate 4 portions for the judges, the sip and the bite, but we have to do 100 additional 1-ounce portions of both.
For me.
The sip, yeah, exactly. No, for me, I'm telling you, we're making 200 ounces because Matt and I, we're consuming once we're done. I go, I always think it was a good idea at the time, but I've had a little drink since then. And Matt, can you talk? No, pardon me, Ossifer. I have not drank anything, but So here's the deal. I really can't drink too much because I got to drive back. So I don't care if I stay in McKinney, Frisco, or this side of town. I got to be fairly sober. I have to be 100% sober because I'm not going to jail. I'm not. I'm not going to jail for any. Well, actually, I would. Here's the deal. If I'm stealing ever in my life, it's got to be enough that I never come back. And that's not right, folks. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I've been a chef for too long. I've been very hungry most of my life. God bless you, Mom and Dad. But you didn't leave me with a big nest egg, just a little bit of debt. So, it's got to be like, I'm talking like not 6-figure. I'm like maybe like 7, 8 or 9 feet. Dude, if I'm going down, I'm going down for the right reason. You got to extradite my ass from not Brazil, like Myanmar. If you don't know where Myanmar is, look it up. It used to be Burma. Okay? That's a long way away from me, Texas. Stealing's not worth it. It's not. I'd rather shovel stalls and work at McDonald's. The guilt just eats you up from the inside. Not that I'm Catholic, Jewish, or anything like that. Nothing to do with the guilt thing, but dude, you're not talking enough. I can't eat. Would you talk? Yeah. I'm just joking, Brandon.
It's your show. I'm letting you take the reins.
No, here's the deal. You want a show, right?
Yeah.
Pick it up. Yeah, 2 minutes.
That's it.
No, we had an hour after that. Okay, we got 55 minutes, 50 seconds, plus a minute and 57. So here's the deal. I don't always know what to say, but I can tell you, I love food normally more than life, because without it, you can't exist.
Exactly.
And I say something at the end of every show, pretty much at the end of the show, like, remember, be good to yourselves. You are what you eat. And I mean that. We're having this beautiful brisket, and I know what's funny is we talked about that. If you ate this every day, it's hard to maintain a healthy lifestyle, right? Yeah. You got a young family, and I urge you all out there, eat brisket as often as you want. Everything in moderation as frequently as possible.
Oh, yeah.
But on the opposite side of that, take care of you, because if you're not around, look, I lost my dad before I was 7 years old, and it affects people for the rest of their lives. Take care of yourself. If it's preventable, stop doing it. Throw the damn cigarettes in the garbage. Don't drink so much. Don't eat so much. I don't care. I don't care what it is, but just remember, it doesn't just affect you. Just because you feel bad doesn't mean everybody else doesn't also feel bad. I love y'all. All my listeners, I want you around for a long time, because you know what? I would like to get one damn paycheck out of this channel. I'm joking. I really would, though. I'd like to get a fat paycheck out of this channel before the days when the channel might go away, because I ate too much brisket and drank too much bourbon, which I haven't touched yet. But, hey,
this channel ain't going nowhere, especially with that 4,000 square foot commercial kitchen being built downstairs.
Yeah, it's 3,800, but yeah,
that's
huge.
Actually
a little over 5,000, but the kitchen's not that big. But hey, Brandon Anderson from Rack Attack Barbecues here today. Come on back. We got a 4-minute break. We're going to talk a little bit more about what's going on at Culinary Fight Club tonight. I might be a little nervous, but I'm happy, man. I'm excited. Nervous is good.
You'll be fine.
Scared's different. Hey, come on back. Chef Patrick Mosher, Brandon Anderson. We'll be back in 4 minutes, folks.
This is the only 24-hour take-anywhere platform dedicated to food and fun. We're Spoony.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm John Scott. Brexit Party leader Nigel Farage has held a meeting with President Trump at the U.S. ambassador's residence in London. Farage has campaigned for years to take Britain out of the European Union and is one of Mr. Trump's most prominent British supporters. During an earlier joint news conference, Prime Minister Theresa May spoke of her honesty with the president.
I've always talked openly with you, Donald, when we have taken a different approach, and you've done the same with me. I've always believed that cooperation and compromise are the basis of strong alliances, and nowhere is this more true than in the special relationship.
Next on the schedule for this overseas state trip, the President and First Lady will hold a dinner for their hosts. The White House again directing former employees not to cooperate with a congressional investigation, this time instructing former aides Hope Hicks and Annie Donaldson not to provide documents to the House Judiciary Committee. Judiciary Chairman Jerry Nadler issued subpoenas for Hicks and Donaldson last month. Both women are mentioned frequently in Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report. Also at townhall.com, the Trump administration is imposing major new travel restrictions on visits to Cuba by U.S. citizens. White House correspondent Greg Clugston reports.
The Treasury Department announced that the United States will no longer allow the group educational and cultural trips known as people-to-people travel to the island. However, commercial airline flights appear to be unaffected, and travel for university groups, academic research, journalism, and professional meetings will continue to be allowed. The administration says the measures are a response to what it calls Cuba's destabilizing role in the Western Hemisphere. Greg Clugston, Washington.
And stocks remain sharply higher. The Dow is ahead now 467 points. The Nasdaq is up 171. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American-made and serve those who serve us. Our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com. Use promo code MATT, M-A-T-T, and get 15% off your purchase.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the rights to your book.
I was looking to find a company that I could trust, one that assisted in the editing process completely.
The most important qualities that I was looking for was a publisher who was honest and upfront, no hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Dr. Ken Brown here, host of Gut Check Project with my co-host Eric Rieger. I've seen in my practice that Atrantil is a whole lot more than just a bloating product.
Yes, it does a whole lot more than just fix bloating because of the polyphenols that you find in Atrantil.
What are some of the things that these polyphenols do, Eric?
These polyphenols can help you have more energy, and polyphenols are great for athletes.
It sounds like it's going to help a whole lot more people than just bloating. Go to lovemytummy.com/Spoony.
All right, so Chef Patrick Mosher, the Food Biz Pro here. All right, so we've gone through the appetizer course, soup and salad. We're back to the meat of the matter, the heart of the plate, the center of the plate item, the protein of the hour. Well, I'm actually eating barbecue ribs, but pork ribs at that, not just beef. Man, that brisket was badass, dude, can I tell you? So, some people were asking, Brandon, you're very quiet today. Did you not drink as much as before last show, or did Chef Patrick just drink more? I think it's a little of both, because Chef Patrick may be just slightly not nervous, but excited about tonight's competition. So Chef Patrick's going to shut his damn mouth. I'm going to eat a little pork rib. I'm going to let Brandon from Rack Attack Barbecue, BBQ.
BBQ.
Yeah, and I'm telling you. So I gave him a challenge. You come up with any culinary question, any technique, anything, which he probably didn't do his research, but I'm just saying. You can here you go. Food Lover's Companion. While you're doing this next break, you can look it up in there. That's 2,600 terms. It don't matter. Don't even ask, Jeff. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring Jeff.
Yeah.
You there?
I'm good.
Okay. Now you're making me feel at home.
Excellent. Thank you. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
You jumped in last time, made me feel comfortable.
There you go.
know he's there. He's to mute me when I talk too much.
And you are.
And unmute me.
And you're right on the cusp, man. I'm
Dude,
telling you.
Most of the time it's just me in here. You haven't been here the last 5 days. What am I supposed to do?
I've been on vacation.
Whatever, man. Vacation.
Yeah.
Smacation. Smocation. Yeah. I don't know what you call it.
I use my government money that I get for being handicapped, and I travel around the world on everybody else's dime.
Can I tell you, HCG?
So I would like to say thank you, America, because I've been able to go to Europe, Italy, and
the only thing is he doesn't eat PB&J and hamburgers.
Right.
No coq au vin. Coq au vin, that sounds like a cock in a vin. I ain't eating that stuff. Don't give it to me. That's a rooster. It's a rooster in some sort of vin. What is vin anyway? The coq au vin, man. That's like the old rooster and red wine. It's all good. Jeff is not an adventurous eater.
Are you going to eat the rib or not?
You ate all the ribs, didn't you?
I didn't have to.
Are you kidding? Those were smoking.
Here's the cool thing. I didn't have to eat it. I just licked it.
There you go.
You can't have it
don't
now.
bother me none. I'm good. I've had my shots.
You ever seen that Volkswagen commercial, the annual no sign and drive deal?
Yeah.
Where the guy's waiting outside for his girlfriend to get there. He's really, really antsy, and this other couple's walking. He licks the handle. Because when you're a kid, if you lick it, it's yours. Because none of your siblings want to have anything you ever touched.
About. Yeah.
My favorite commercial ever, because he looks at him and the people are like, "Oh my God, are you really serious about that?" They look at him like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Well, that's me right here, Jeff.
Yeah,
ain't yours.
Awesome.
Yeah, you want it?
No, we're good.
Come and get it.
You're weird.
Come on, man.
You're weird.
You have a permanent heart on your hands.
Whoa! I know I did not just see you attempt to try to pull off the handicapped Jeff. Yeah.
I can't. I'm not slow. I'm a little slow, but I'm not stupid.
Okay.
As my mother would say, I'm slow, but not completely daft.
So am I driving tonight? Because we get front row parking.
Nah, I got plenty of drivers.
Okay.
Marie's here. We're good.
You going, Jeff?
Well, I thought I was, but it sounds like he's uninviting me in a passive-aggressive way.
You want to go?
You're going to hang out with us.
I got one ticket left.
Yeah, absolutely.
Might have two.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take two. I'd like to bring my wife. That'd be great.
That'd be awesome. So, again, it's at Concrete Cowboy in Frisco. I don't have I do have the address handy here, actually. But, Brandon, talk, man. I'm eating a rib.
So I missed last week. So we can
You
talk.
didn't miss much.
We can talk about Memorial Weekend, what I did. So the collaboration.
What'd you do? I coughed up a lung and a half.
So some of my followers may have seen I did a collaboration with Doughboy Donuts.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How'd that
Sunday.
go?
That went great. Fox 4 News showed up.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
So
Were they looking for Trey Chapman or something?
No.
Sorry.
They were
I'll pull
looking
that
for
knife
me.
right back and Jeff will pour some salt in there.
This wasn't Daybreak.
You know what? I'll tell you what, Brandon. I'm going to do you a favor. Hold on just a second. There we go, right? There we go. Okay, so go ahead with your story.
He muted me.
Oh, okay. Wow.
He can't talk anymore.
Okay.
He's done.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I know,
So-
right?
So yeah, we did a collaboration with Doughboy Donuts in Fort Worth off of Camp Bowie. We did a brisket donut
Jeff
sandwich.
is the coolest a-hole I've ever met. I really almost said the words on the air, but Jeff, you're really funny.
Well,
and
thank
when
you.
you mute Brad, I'm really happy.
Yeah. A lot of people like it when I hit the mute button for different
You
people.
should do
It's
it more
funny.
often. All right, I'm going to shut my mouth. Go ahead, Brad.
Yeah, so real quick, whenever I do my own show here in the future, are we able, when I talk about like this brisket donut sandwich, can we pop that up on the screen somehow in the future?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right
All
now,
we
right
need
now
a
you
screenshot.
can't.
And yeah, we'll take care of that off air. But yeah,
Okay, so
absolutely. Yeah,
that'll-
you bet.
So basically, future-wise, we'll pop that up on the screen. So we did a brisket donut sandwich, 2 of his, regular donuts. We had sliced brisket, candied sriracha bacon.
Oh.
And
Wait.
And then,
Candied sriracha bacon?
Oh,
Because as a bacon hater, not. That sounds really good,
and
man.
then some Gouda cheese, smoked Gouda cheese, sliced cheese.
Smoked
I'll post
Gouda
I'll post a picture
cheese.
again later on
I'm going to
today.
suffer through the ribs I'm eating right now, and I'm just going to let you talk about the damn
Hey, let me ask you a
bacon
question,
hater.
though, regarding the donuts. Were they cake donuts or were they your regular glazed donuts? Where they're airy and light?
They were airy and light, not glazed. They were just plain. So
Oh, really?
plain,
There's
plain
no glaze
donut.
on them at all?
No, we did a sriracha maple syrup barbecue sauce drizzle on top.
I'm offering a little bit of a golf clap there. Good job.
Here, I got something.
You got something, all right.
I got
I
something.
got something for your ass, Patrick. You might be the host of this show, but not forever, because Spoony's going to outlive you the way you're living your life right now. All right, well, I was going to say jackhole, but those are Doc's followers. And I hope you all are still listening, by the way.
Here.
You
Your
know,
followers
I got something
are
for the
called
camera.
yeah,
Spooners.
do it. All right.
Okay, here he comes to the camera. Back up a
Back
little
up
bit.
just a little.
Tell him to back up.
There you go. A little more, a
Wait,
little more.
I'll stay right there. Hold
There you
on.
go. And you can focus the camera on if you need to.
Not really. I can't.
Yeah, he can. It's
But
all
then
good.
that's
I'll show him
gonna
how to.
be-
I'll
Oh,
show him how
look
to.
at
We'll
that.
fix it
Oh.
back. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, yeah, I just tell you that's like this is not food porn. This is not
That
food
is
porn Friday,
amazing.
but it should be food for thought porn Tuesday.
Okay, so that's the brisket that you just
Damn,
brought
dude.
into the studio today. Is that correct?
Correct.
To say, oh my goodness.
Yeah, so in the future, I'm gonna have the Texas Barbecue Show. That's the name I've came up with so far, and I'm gonna do a lot of
That's pretty deep, by the way.
product.
Just saying, Texas
what she
barbecue.
said.
I mean,
It was Texas Craft Barbecue Show, but then that limits me to doing what
To what?
the old school ways of cooking.
No.
The new way. Hold on.
Think about craft beer versus craft barbecue. What's the difference though? Craft beer is the new stuff.
So craft is a skill by hand.
Mm-hmm.
So with us being able to do saucy ribs or a different, sandwich that's paired, anything craft, anything skilled wise. Oh, he's muted. Oh,
I muted myself because he said thothy. Thothy ribs.
So we got a new
Can I
age
just tell you
thing
how much I
going.
love those thothy ribs that Brendan does on Thursdays? And I'm being an a-hole right now. But hey,
that's
for a kid
competition
who was
ribs.
born upstate New York, grew up in the village, give me a damn break. I ain't I'm not holding hands with another man in a trench coat, walking a little foo-foo dog around, holding in my arms. I'm just telling you, I'm not Mickey Rourke. So I can tease. It doesn't mean anything. Okay? I got more gay friends than straight friends. State friends or straight friends? Probably more than both. All right? I'm just saying. But I can tease you if I want to because you said that you're going to thothy ribs on Thursdays.
Yep.
And it's Tuesday. It's not Thursday. It's,
my
it's
God.
Tuesday. And that's not being.
Why is he
That's
so good at
only
this?
picking up people that have a slur.
So
it's called the Catalan lisp. Those are. Could you know the Catalan lisp? Do you know what that is?
No.
Honestly, anybody who speaks Spanish out there from Spain, Mexico, South America, seriously. So a long time ago, if you listen to really formal Spanish, people with wealth in Spain, in Ecuador, in South America, in Mexico, in Central America, they have a lisp, right? And they say, ¿Cómo está? Instead of ¿Cómo está? Because at one point, the rulers of Spain were from Catalan, and they had this genetic disposition for a lisp. I mean, it was genetic, right? And so they could not say está; they had to say está. And he's not even listening.
Yeah, I was about to say,
would
what's
you at
going on
least
here?
listen to the damn story, Sparky? Yeah, don't even respond. Just listen.
No, I'm sorry. Hold
I need
on.
a mute button. Ron, I want a mute
not gonna
button in
work.
here.
Hey, did you tell the people listening to you that you haven't had much sleep today?
Yeah, like 12 minutes.
Yeah, so you slept for what, 12, 14 minutes tops?
I said 18. It was more like 12.
Okay.
Actually, it was more like I pretended to sleep for 18. I probably slept for 12. It may have been 16, but yeah.
And so the food you have in front of you is the first meal that you've had all day.
No, that's not true.
If anything with substance.
No,
you
I ate
can't.
earlier.
No, man, you don't get to count a taco at a gas station as food.
I didn't.
I keep telling you that. It's
I
not
ate
real
frosted
food.
mini wheats with I ate a giant bowl. Doc did. I ate a giant bowl of frosted mini wheats with damn almond milk on there. So don't give me crap because I was trying to finish up the food that's free in there that Doc left behind because I am not wasteful. Although I cannot eat the ramen, the fiery Korean ramen, because I'll be shooting flames for days. Just doesn't happen. All right, doesn't go down. Bad going out. I don't like it.
So, Brandon, you were telling us about what you were doing Memorial Day with the donuts and the brisket, right?
He said he was about Memorial Day.
This is Food Biz Pro, not
joking
Brandon
you.
Anderson's
Hey,
show.
man.
So
No, go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead, Brandon. I'm good. As a matter of fact, hey, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to mute the mic and drink my bourbon. 3, 2, 1.
We'll give him 1 minute.
Here you go. No, give me 14 and a half. Go.
Okay. All right, so
give me 2 seconds.
So we did. Switch that camera over here. I'm just kidding. No. Well, get down. All right. So we did a collaboration with Doughboy Donuts, did the brisket sandwich. We also did a pierogi, a Russian pierogi, which is basically a donut filled with meat. We did pulled pork and chopped brisket inside. And those funds went towards Brotherhood of the Fallen, Fort Worth chapter, and my charity, Barbecue for Heroes. And we did pretty good we probably did, I think, $130 worth. That's going to go to those charities for a 1.5 hour gig.
Because that's just the net profit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about net, that's 15 to 20% at max of the total cost of the product. So that's pretty good, actually. That's not a bad day at all. That was you did at least $1,500 in sales, if not more. So probably close to $2,000.
I could tell you how much that actually cost, but that's off the air.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We did great. Yeah. We did great. It was good regardless if it was all the brisket I bought and sold. Then either way, it's going for a good cause. Yeah. Regardless,
what we donate doesn't matter.
Yeah, no.
Let me ask you a question, if I may, as far as
go ahead.
The different choices that people had. You said you had pulled pork,
pulled pork, and a chopped brisket pierogi. Then the brisket sandwich was just sliced brisket.
Okay,
with the cheese and the candied bacon.
Which one did you find people going to more?
Oh, the sandwich.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The sandwich, for sure. It might have been
Tejas. I mean,
it was a 60-40 split.
60 on the
60 on the brisket sandwich, and then 40 on the pierogies. Everyone, I mean, they just wanted that full experience of a brisket sandwich made out of a donut, with cheese and bacon.
Man, I'm telling you.
At 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
It was good.
Like Randy White right now yesterday afternoon. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I feel like Randy White.
You just hear a hum.
Yeah. So Randy was
Is he supposed to be saying something?
No, it's okay.
Is he?
I was joking. So yesterday afternoon, Randy, I love you, man. Randy White yesterday. Look, I've forgotten to unmute the mic and stuff yesterday. I mean, not yet, but in general. And I've done it on purpose a couple times, just joking around. But Randy yesterday, he'd been off the air for 3 weeks since we had Memorial Day, and he had a week before and a week after that he had off. And he came in yesterday, and he was like, he's talking, and Ron's making this this gesture back there, but he had his mic muted. So actually, it wasn't the mic he was muted. The mic was 2 feet from his face. He's sitting way over here, and the mic's way over there, and he's talking, and he's waving me off, and I'm like, no, dude, you can wave me off all you want, but you still can't hear a crap you're saying. But no, Randy actually had a great story yesterday, so I was a little, because he was talking about the week in Kansas City with a big barbecue event up there, and KCBBQ, right? Or
KCBS.
BS, yeah, KCBS. And then he had another event he went to before that.
Memphis in May.
Yeah, Memphis in May. And so it was awesome. But the thing is, he just starts talking. Well, he had unmuted the mic, and we had unmuted, but it was like literally 3 feet away. And that's kind of how I feel today, because Jeff just like keeps muting my mic. He's like, just keep taking my voice away. And yeah. It's like when you don't want to talk to somebody and just like saying, making noises, and you just click the call and they go away. That's how I feel. Like, Jeff, I love you, man, but I'm feeling a little like the redheaded Spoony stepchild. I mean,
I have
I'm
red
the
hair,
redheaded
right?
Spoony chef child. That's what it is.
I have red hair.
So what?
And you're just sitting here saying, I feel like the redheaded. You see what I'm saying? You see
I'm licking my fingers with that barbecue sauce.
That's
What are
really
you saying?
weird.
Are you talking?
By the way, that's really.
Were you saying something, Jeff?
Yeah. So Brandon. You have any future dates? Where are you going to be in the future, man? As far as other people being able to come out and see you,
He's
see what's
taking
going
my
on.
job. That's what
Hey,
he's
you
doing.
know, we got several things to talk about. Okay, so you want future dates?
Yeah.
June. Here, hold on. Before I say the wrong thing,
Take your time.
June 28th, I'll be at TX Whiskey at the Whiskey Ranch in Fort Worth. So TX Whiskey, the bottle, the liquor,
The distillery, yeah.
they got TX Whiskey and bourbon. I will be there during their Friday night concert series. So it'll be, I think, 5:30 to 10 o'clock. I will have a full menu. So it'll be, sliced brisket by the half pound. I might make it more simpler with, a 2 meat plate, 1 meat plate. So no one has to figure out, oh, do I want this? Do I want that? It's got to be quick and easy so they can go sit down and hang out with their friends.
Yeah.
They
but I
paid
will
extra
be there.
$10. Will you sing up there?
No.
Come on, man.
No,
10
no,
times
no.
10 plates.
Well,
That's $100 to charity.
Let me ask you a question. When you do events like this, I really am asking because usually these are open field events. People are walking around. I always thought serving sandwiches at events like this would be smarter because it's less to carry. You don't have to worry about your fork, your spoon, your knife, and everything. You just basically put it in a piece of bread, roll it up, and boom, call it a day.
That is actually exactly how I started out. So when I started at the breweries being a pop-up restaurant, everyone has a beer in their hand or two. Never know. Even if they have one beer, they got just a craft tray that's usually a sandwich and a bag of chips. Now, I can't continue on doing that forever and no one being without a brick and mortar, someone not experiencing a real barbecue restaurant feel. So at certain venues, certain events, I can get away with doing a plate or a tray full, where they have the sliced brisket, pulled pork here, pork belly burn ends. TX Whiskey, it's a long event. Now, if it was a 2-hour event, yeah, just a quick sandwich, pulled pork sandwich, brisket sandwich, and a bag of chips. This one's a little bit longer, where they can sit the tray down, mingle amongst their friends. They can share a full tray. They could get a $24 platter, share it between 3 people.
I got 2 more words.
Yeah,
keto, bitch. What if I don't want chips or potato salad? I'm just joking, man. No,
Perfect.
I mean, but
Don't order it.
But that's another thing, right? No, when people. So here's the thing:
Gluten-free.
sandwiches are really easy, gluten free.
Yeah.
You got the keto, and look, Jeff, that was actually a really good question because when you think about it, the way that we used to serve food, what we used to think was a rounded plate, right? Veggie, starch, and your protein. That's not how it is anymore. Jeff, you and I eat differently than that, right? We eat very few carbs, and we love carbs. I know I love carbs, and I've seen Jeff eat a few carbs while he's here, but really we think about we moderate that. Like I'm 51, Jeff's almost as he's pretty much the same age,
37.
Ish. Yeah.
I'm celebrating a couple of anniversaries of my 37th birthday.
Just like Doc was 37-ish plus about 10. But
I'm actually your elder.
I know you are, but we
Yeah.
aren't going to say that. I wasn't saying that, dude.
Yeah.
I was not saying. I was saying you're my younger because I'm telling you, honestly, when I look at you, you don't look older than I do. You certainly don't look older than I feel. So, God bless you, brother.
Well, thank you.
You do look 37.
Well, thank you.
You're not 37?
I was saying 41.
I'm
actually.
52.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you turned
Thank you.
53 right before I turned 51,
In September.
right? Yeah, I turned 52 in December. Don't ask the day. Shh. Stuff doesn't matter. It's all details. But no, so but that's do you have to think about that when you yeah, you can mute me.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, here's the thing. Brandon's like, can you
I'm
mute
getting
him?
loose.
Just reach over and push the damn button, man. Grow some balls and push the button. No, but really, I mean, have you seen where your business has changed, the model's changed as far as what people request as food wise?
As I get bigger, I know that I got to expand more. Because
your menu or just
the menu. Because obviously food trucks, basically a pop up and a food truck, same thing, just without the truck. You're using a canopy, tables.
Yeah.
Concession style is food truck. Your little tray, your quick eats. I want to be a restaurant, but I don't have the brick and mortar.
Dude, I have a brilliant idea.
So
your
I
show
gotta-
should be called Texas Quick Eats, dude. Quick Eats.
Texas barbecue quick
Quick
eats?
no, just quick eats. Dude, look,
Then-
here's the
then-
thing.
then I'm open to
No.
anything.
Here's the thing. We talked about this before. You told me before that you want to learn about more than just barbecue.
Yeah.
That was important to you. So I'm going to write this down.
Oh,
I'm going
yeah.
to send it to you in a text, right? Texas Quick Eats or just Quick Eats, man. I've never
Quick
seen
Eats,
a
not
show
Quickie.
called Quick Eats.
Not Quickie.
No, Quickie's good. Happy Ending's even better.
He's not listening.
No,
It's
Quick
okay.
Eats. Quick Eats. I'm serious. We have Sound Bites. We have Family Meal. We got food. We got Into the Fire. We got.
And I don't want to take away from any of the other guys that
no,
are
but
doing
the thing
something.
is, what you're talking about is not. It's not quick. The preparation isn't quick.
Fast
but
food.
It's what people perceive as being something that's served to order that took maybe a week to make. I mean, think about it. When you start brining and smoking and re-roasting and stuff, I mean, it takes a lot of time.
It does.
You know, we've talked about the guy in Manhattan.
Barbecue ain't quick.
It's not even the guy that does that. Hey, Jeff, have you seen? There's a guy in Manhattan. It's at the Something Duck in Lower Manhattan, right in Greenwich Village. I think it's in Greenwich Village or Lower East Side. He does a smoked. It's actually a cured, peeled watermelon. It's what do you call it? They brine it. Then they smoke it, and then they roast it to order. But it looks like a freaking ham when it comes out. And it's $70.
Oh.
$70 for a smoked, roasted watermelon. I mean, I haven't eaten it. But it's he's pretty famous for it. But that's the thing is, it doesn't take just one day to do barbecue. When you think about it, I mean, just shit. Scheiße.
Okay.
Ich kann doch Scheiße sagen, weil keiner von dir Deutsch sprechen kann. Ich kann alles auf Deutsch sprechen.
Remember that talk we had last week?
Verpiss dich.
Remember that talk?
No, that was actually really rude, dude. I'm sorry, Jeff. For anybody out there who understood what I just said, Jeff, I love you more than my mortal breath.
Google what you just said.
Yeah, the good thing is,
I'm going to take you outside.
it was really cool. Yeah, you're gonna whoop. You don't have to take me outside. You just kick me down the staircase. But
just remember.
No, but here's the deal.
Last week.
But seriously, think about how much time it takes to just bring brisket to temperature. You got to open the bags, put it out, bring it to room. It's like 6, 7, 8 hours sometimes just to put it in a smoker. So when you're doing, I told you,
that's if people do it the right way. You got to bring it. Aaron Franklin, always says, leave it out to you. And that's one of many people to.
There's a couple of people you can look. If you were looking for the gospel and barbecue, Franklin, right?
Yeah.
Stephen
Racklin, he's good.
I'm telling you, he's
okay.
So what's the other guy here? Joe. He was on Trey's show a couple weeks ago. You were here.
Joe.
Yeah, is it Joe?
Oh,
no,
so.
Stephen, Joe. Who's the guy who was here the day you came after? You came right after our show.
Oh, Joe Risky.
Risky, dude. Risky. Look, so Risky and Franklin are good friends, right? And they all have they all have a different theory on how to barbecue.
Yes.
And they do, and rightly so, because every chef. Look, I've been doing sushi since 1980s. And my theory on how you cut fish is different than some new guy that's the badass 2 Michelin star guy in New York, because I learned old school. But the thing is, everybody has their own theory because first you master the craft.
Right.
2, develop your own flavor. 3, incorporate that into the master.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you got to do.
That's what sets you apart from each and every single.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't have to set you apart. But what it does is it makes you unique, right? And so the goal is not you don't have to be unique. The thing is to be true to what you want to create, and whether that's to honor the people that taught you, or to take what they taught you and take it a step further, or to take it a step backwards, or whatever, or go retro. That's up to the chef. That's up to the master of their new trade, right? The new master of the trade. So where are you going? How you doing, man?
Going up.
So you're gonna take it another level? No, I'm serious. Come on, man.
Honestly, when I can, yes, financially I will. Financially, when I'm ready, I would love. We got cooking shows. Y'all building that kitchen downstairs.
Yes, we are.
This is.
Here's the deal.
My brain is working.
Franklin's a badass, right? And one of his best friends, they work together at a restaurant together, is Tyson Cole from Mucci, right? Yeah, Tyson, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. And he's a really amazing chef. But since you do barbecue, and I tend to do that Japanese thing, we might look at what they're doing and try to elevate that. Can I tell you what, though?
I've already elevated
I went to Uchi recently because a really dear friend of mine took me to Uchi for the birthday. And I've been to Uchi and Uchiko, and I've known Tyson. Now, we don't really know each other as friends. We've never spoken face-to-face. We've been face-to-face. And I have a ton of respect for that guy. But I'll tell you what, one of the best meals I've had probably in 25 years. And I've had Chef Nobu Matsu. He's prepare meals for me personally. Chef Morimoto, Iron Chef Morimoto prepared. But I'll tell you, that meal that night with a young guy who worked for me for a long time ago in another state, prepared a meal for us that was unbefreaking-leavable. And I think we can outdo them.
Let's do some brisket sushi rolls.
Dude, I thought about that tonight, actually. We'll see what happens tonight, because here's the deal. I can still shop and buy about 55 ingredients. I only got to take 3 in for the drink, 3 in for the meal. But I don't have to check in till the last minute. I might get a glimpse at what their protein is and what might be hidden in the pantry. So I got the drink down. It's all up to me now. Matt, you're off the hook, sumbitch. It's all up to me. Yeah, look, man. Hey, Brandon, you can stay over, right?
Oh,
I got 30 minutes left. I can
talk. I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you.
Talk.
I'm just telling you. Nobody wants to hear me talk
I'm
about
going to
30
need to see
minutes.
you in my office.
I got to go to the principal office. Hey, come back 2 minutes. We're right back. Chef Patrick Mosher, Food Biz Pro.
on Twitter and
With Brandon
Food Biz Pro.
Anderson.
If you're trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-570-6630. 800-570-6630. That's 800-570-6630. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Yeah, if you're watching Spoonies out there, as Trey and a couple other hosts would tell you, yeah, if you're watching the show, you'll notice that I was in here at least 4 seconds in advance, right? 5 seconds maybe. Look, that 2 second at the bottom of the hour, that 2 minute at the bottom of the hour break is really short, Brandon. So, here's the deal. Yeah, see, I didn't even mute him. He unmuted. He finally, okay, at least you're not Randy. Hello. Yeah. Can you hear me now? Sorry, man, Randy. I'm sorry. You are so here's the deal. I just screwed myself over. Randy is the judge for tonight.
Exactly.
Randy is one of the 4 judges. Randy, you will have a show anytime, any day of the week that you want. Well, there's no more rounds. It's 1 round it's 1 hour. It's 45-second dash for the pantry. Matt Locke, you better have those long legs locked and loaded because I'm expecting you to bring back a bunch of crap.
Did he tell you that he sweats a lot? When he gets under pressure or he has to exert any type of energy, he starts to sweat all over his body. I mean, literally just like sweat oozes out of every pore of his body.
Can I just tell you, have you seen me sweat yet?
Yeah, I saw you earlier.
Yeah, like I'm 3 times as bad as Matt is. So
really?
It's no problem.
Dude,
so
I should be your towel boy. You know what I mean? Can I go back there with you guys? I could be like your towel boy or something. And just
you got to show up tonight.
Are you going to be there?
Yeah. If you can,
I didn't know
you
you were going
dodge
to
a
be there.
wrench, you can dodge a towel, boy.
How come everybody gets invited but me?
I'm
Chef?
going from
What's
here to
that
Grapevine.
about?
I just offered you 2 freaking free tickets for you and your wife.
Yeah, at the last minute, and I put you on the spot in radio to where you couldn't really say no.
I don't know what days you work. You're supposed to work Wednesday through Friday. What the hell are you doing here on a Tuesday?
I changed my schedule so I could be closer to you.
Jeff, you're going to be on my live tonight on my page.
Boom.
Yeah, we're going to do, I'm hoping to get a couple other people to do a live broadcast, but it'll be fun.
Yeah,
it'll be a
great
lot of fun. And here's the deal.
Yes.
So I have literally not done a real serious culinary competition since I was a junior ACF competitor, although I was past the age of 21, back in like the mid 90s. The last time I think I competed, I was an apprentice chef for certified executive pastry chef Peggy Alter, who was my baking and pastries instructor at the I can't even think where I went to school. It was the Art Institute Culinary School in Denver. And the first year we opened there, I was the second class. First year, Paul Bocuse came in. And Paul Bocuse, if you don't know who he was a badass. He was this old French guy who had he was like 77 or 78 last year when he passed away, unfortunately, right after we lost Anthony Bourdain. He had a rooster tattooed on his shoulder. This is such a badass. And this guy is the Culinary Olympics are named after this guy. It's called the Bocuse d'Or, the Bocuse, the chase for the golden, the gold, named after Bocuse, and they have it every 4 years in France. Anyway, he came to school when we opened, and that was a long time ago, dude. I was living in Pueblo. If you live in Pueblo, it's not Pueblo, Colorado. It's Pueblo, Colorado. I was living in Pueblo, Colorado, and I won't tell you what happened. I got sick of somebody there, and I decided I'm going to Denver. I'm going to school. I was watching like an infomercial at 1 o'clock in the morning. I've been cooking in Japan for a couple of years before I moved back to the U.S. And 5 years before that, I cooked my way through, 10 years before that, junior high, high school, college. I paid for my way through college doing that and cooking and doing drywall, tape and texture. Wow. Hardest job I've ever had, besides wrestling. And not pro, just high school. Stupid stuff they make you do. And I fell in love with the food of Japan. When I moved to Japan, I came back and decided I didn't want to do anything but that. So I was watching this late night infomercial, and I was taking care of a family member with cancer, and I was working for them. And I saw this commercial for the Art Institute in Denver, and I said, my mother had told me I want to go to culinary school when I was 15. She said no. She said, Patrick, you get a traditional education, get a 4-year-old degree and a master's, and you do whatever the hell you want after that, but you do that first. And I said, okay, Mom, okay. And didn't happen that way. Culinary school was my calling, man. I wanted to. I grew up hungry, literally hungry. I mean, there was a time in my life when I didn't get 3 meals a day, and I'm not blaming anybody. I've stood in that government cheese line, the Commods line, as they say up north in the northern Midwest. When you're on a reservation, you stand there and wait for that big 14-pound block of government cheese, some rice, and stupid other stuff that you get, which is just ridiculous. But I'm telling you, my mom could make. From what we got and what she could earn as she worked her ass off to support me and my sister. And my father passed away when I was not quite 7. I'll tell you, that woman was a godsend. And I learned to appreciate every grain of rice, every morsel of food that was put in my mouth over my entire existence. If it weren't for her and her ability to stretch a nickel to a dollar, I wouldn't be alive. And so I'm telling you, it's important to me to share my passion for food, because I'm telling you, you really are what you eat. Whether you earn it, it's gifted to you, you harvest it, you hunted it, you grew it, I don't care. Appreciate it, because it's important. It's really important, because there are a lot of people that don't have what you have. And coming from a very brief time in my life when I was one of those people. I think that's why I became a chef, because I speak 3 languages. I have whatever, doesn't matter. I mean, I've spent time overseas. I'm an interpreter, translator, copywriter. I love communicating with people, but more than that, I love feeding people and teaching people how to feed themselves. And that's the most important lesson I've ever learned in my life, is that, I'll tell you what, I have an 18-year-old daughter, soon to be next month, and a 20-year-old son who'll be 21 in August. And the fact that they cook their own meals, my son, after his first year at Texas A&M, said, I don't need a meal card anymore. I want to cook my own food because I'm on my own weight training program, and I know how to cook because he'd been in Boy Scouts. I was his leader, but he'd also learned from me how to cook. It was probably one of the proudest moments of my life. And my daughter sent me a picture of a pie she baked for 4th of July that had the waves of the flag. It was red and blueberry. It was strawberries and blueberries with the stars cut out in the box on the top left. I'm telling you, dude, you can't make that stuff. You can't dream something better than that. You can't. I mean,
And these are the days of our lives.
No, I'm just telling you, man.
Sponsored by Spoony.com.
People say, "How did you become a chef?" How do you? Hey, at least it ain't Forky, because at Forky later today, here's. So I wrote a commercial. Listen, this is serious. This is funny. So when we, one of our partners here, Tom Trost, right? He's our director of marketing. He had or advertising. He had a former relationship with Adam and Eve. And so I wrote. Adam and Eve wanted to to advertise on the show. I'm like, okay, not on the show, but on the network. I'm like, okay, well, this has to be after a certain time of night. And I wrote the ad, right? And so it's in Doc's voice, right? So Doc Thompson, if you don't know, Doc Thompson was like the consummate big voice radio guy. He'd been in the business forever. He knew everything about radio from like the 20s to current, and had been in the business for 30, almost 40 years at the point of his passing, right? So I wrote the commercial. It's like, hey, so I had to keep it clean because this is a 24/7 family-friendly channel. So it's like, oh, you ever been laying in bed and your wife looks up to you with big brown eyes? She goes to brush her teeth thinking, oh, it's that time of night. It's a Forky moment. Well, and she comes back and you look at her, she rolls over and she's snoozing away. Well, maybe it's time to spice up your life. Well, if you order $20 worth of products, there are 5 free gifts from adamandeve.com. Just go to adamandeve.com. Look, there was nothing about anything but a bargain, right? But and then of course I break in as Doc saying, "Hey, this is Spoony, not Forky. It's time to get back to the regular program. Back to food, babies." All right. So anyway, they loved the commercial, and we never took their offer because we were stupid, probably. But it was they were the first people willing to advertise on this channel, and I thank you for your offer. But when we when we launched the Forky channel as opposed to Spoony, which are our late night sister channel, we'll call you back.
I mean, Spoony would have worked.
Spoony, too much Spoony laid to Forky. People always ask me, how do we end up with Spoony as a name? Well, because Forky was too expensive. Knifey wasn't available, so Spoony it was.
Spoony works.
Actually, we paid a little over $1,000 for the name. Spoony.com. Forky was like 17 grand or something stupid crazy. And Knifey was not even for sale. It was like 100 grand or whatever they want. I'm like, okay, Doc, I'm unemployed. You're unemployed. Can we split the difference? Maybe go split the $500 to, I think we got it for $897, which was a deal because we had a couple of, it was a 24-hour auction, and Doc's like, we got it for 800 and whatever. I was like, thank you. It wasn't 17,000 because that margin call was above Chef Patrick's pay grade right at that point, and I would have sold my car and been hoofing it or riding my bike from now on. So back to barbecue. Now we're back on. This is Thursday, Tuesdays apparently because Chef Patrick has not had near enough to eat or drink. So Brandon, what more? What are you gonna?
Are you nervous?
I'm not nervous
about tonight because you are going.
I'm tired, and I didn't have any coffee today, which I've been trying to.
What'd you have,
dude? For like 20 years, I weaned myself off caffeine. Right, I had no caffeine, no alcohol. For 10 years, I had no alcohol, and I used to smoke cigarettes before I moved to Japan. When I got to Japan, I had the first 3 years. They have what's called otsukiai, which is to take clients out to drink, smoke, and be stupid. And I, as the non-Japanese lowest guy on the totem pole, who probably recovered better than anyone else, was the nominated designee to take people out every freaking night of the week. My liver revolted. So about 2 years into it, I decided it wasn't for me. And so I went to a doctor, and he said, dude, you're not looking good. I said, I'm not feeling good, doc. I said that in Japanese, not in English, though. And they said, well, here's the thing. I was having panic attacks like every day, 4 or 5 times a day. I couldn't ride a train anywhere. I couldn't afford to take a taxi everywhere. So they said, look, cut out 3 things: alcohol, caffeine, and, try and go as vegetarian as you can. Cool. So I'm being the extremist that I am, vegan, no caffeine and no alcohol. Matter of fact, I was vegan for like almost 3 years. And I mean, vegan, no honey. I wouldn't even eat honey because it's produced by a bee, which is not a vegetable, but it's a animal. It's at least some sort of insect, right? So I didn't eat anything that was based on. So I had no dairy, no cheese, no freaking hot dogs. I was suffering. But I'll tell you, when I left Japan, 2 years later, my total cholesterol count was 98. And my doctor looked at me, and he knew I'd gone like mostly vegetarian. He looked at me and said, Patrick, are you okay? You feeling okay? I said, yeah. He goes, are you by any chance vegan? I said, yeah, why? He goes, you could see his color come back in his face. He goes, because your total cholesterol count is 98, which is the lowest I've ever seen. And your high density to low density, high density is good stuff. He goes, is the best ratio I've ever experienced in a human. So I thought it was a lie. I said, no, I'm good. So, I mean, even now I eat like crap. I drink more than I should. I swim like a fish in my alcohol that I drink. And I don't exercise nearly as much as I should. My cholesterol's like around 1. My total count's like 158. It doesn't suck. Okay. Thank you, Mom. Okay. I don't know about you, Dad. You died early. Can't count on you for anything. But Jeff's looking at me. Hey, I'm telling you, Dad, I love you. I didn't know you, but if I go by what my older siblings said, not cool. Just saying.
Everything's biased. As kids, you can't trust it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I do, but everything's biased because they're all self-centered and they want what they want the way they want it.
I want it now. Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, kind of like us being able to segue over to Brandon and being able to listen to Brandon.
Actually, so
and
here's
why
the deal.
he's here. So.
Brandon, you got 15 minutes. I'm going to mute the mic because I got a couple posts to make. And
There you go.
No, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Dude, I can't tell you how much.
You're getting crunched on time.
No, come on. I missed you last week. I did. I was really sick.
okay.
I was really sick, and you can ask.
We got plenty of time. I'm here.
Dude, we got nothing but time. You got nothing but time. I ain't as young as you. So 1, 2, 3, 15 minutes. Go.
All right. All right, Jeff, you ready? You listening?
I'm good, man.
Okay.
I'm here for you, buddy.
So going back to the collaboration, so we did the brisket pierogi, or the brisket donut sandwich, the pierogi pulled pork. But Fox 4 News that aired that night at or was it that night? It was Sunday at 9 o'clock. That night at 9 o'clock. Didn't air. NASCAR was forever long. It went to 11. No one saw it at 11. Well, on top of that, they hadn't, they showed me, Brandon Anderson, Doughboy Donuts owner, and Barbecue for Heroes founder.
They put you as the owner of the donut shop.
Yeah, so now I own a, Rack Tech Barbecue Catering Service.
Okay.
Barbecue for Heroes charity.
Okay.
And a, donut shop.
That's not bad,
now,
man.
my bank account don't show that, though.
Man, you're really coming up in the world. Don't worry, the bank account, it'll come later. Don't worry about that.
I guess. But I interviewed with them in the beginning, and, they asked me my name, who I'm with, what am I, and I told them, Rack Tech Barbecue owner, founder of, Barbecue for Heroes. So they had it already lined out. It's just funny the way the media works.
Yeah.
Fox 4 News.
That is fun. Well, so anyways, did you get any feedback? Did
you see this guy? What is he doing?
I do it with one eye. Don't even look at him. If you
he's about to talk. Mute him. Mute him. He's about to talk.
What else do you have?
Okay. All right. So, just recently, Mansfield Now magazine, for all you Mansfield followers, they have a magazine out that went to every single resident of Mansfield, Texas. And I was in that magazine for Cooking Now with Brandon Anderson.
Really?
So I have 5 recipes in there. We got the Juicy Lucy burger. We got candied bacon. We got competition style ribs. And everything is geared towards backyard smoking or grilling. Something for the summer. It's a June issue.
Okay.
And then we got... Smoking? I say yes. Backyard smoking, whether it's meat or distance, whatever you want to do, whatever. While I pull that up, let's see here.
I can't believe. I know it's hard. I know you just got to work through it. Just keep going forward. So let's talk what you're looking at.
And then I had a grilled key lime pie recipe on there as well.
A grilled key lime pie.
I got so many darn recipes. Now, I can't say verbatim the whole darn recipe because I have so much.
I went up with the grilled King
Timber. What? We can't hear you.
I wanted it. Look, take your ear off, bitch. I want to hear about the grilled. That's cool.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. I was supposed to bring the magazine with me, but I got the digital version here, which I will read.
What I said is, I really want to know about the grilled key lime pie. I'm going to shut my mouth. That sounds like a cool recipe.
Right,
all.
that's what I was about to ask.
So yeah, the Juicy Lucy burger, competition style ribs, grilled chicken wings, which has the brine, which what I did last time I was here.
Right.
Then the grilled key lime pie and the candied bacon.
Wow.
I have one gentleman that was talking to me on Facebook that reached out to me. He wanted to know different recipes. I told him I'd give him a pumpkin pie on the smoker recipe. I will post that later on my Facebook. I don't have time to go through the whole shebang right now. But the candied bacon, that's an easy one. If we want, we got 11
time.
minutes.
Go ahead.
We got 11 minutes. So you take a half cup of dark brown sugar or regular brown sugar, light brown sugar, some cayenne pepper just for taste. You don't have to, if you don't like spicy, 86 it, get rid of it. A pound of bacon, and then a quarter cup of maple syrup.
Okay.
So you're going to have your bacon laid out on either a grill mat if you use it, or one of the beef jerky racks. That's what I use. So I'm familiar with the tools I use. Lay all the bacon out. You're going to put a lather of with a brush of maple syrup on there. Coat it with that seasoning, which is the brown sugar or the cayenne pepper. Both mixed in, or you can do brown sugar for sure. Use any kind of spice that you want or any kind of seasoning you want.
Is that mixed in with the syrup?
The syrup goes on, and then you sprinkle it. Sprinkle
really?
the seasoning on. So
Okay, why do you do it like that? Is there a difference? Is there a reason why you would sprinkle it versus just going ahead and put it in the syrup and stir it all
Because then
together?
with the sprinkle, you can get more of an even amount versus if the seasoning is mixed in with the liquid, you don't know how equally diverse that is in that liquid. Because maple syrup, that's thick. I mean, it's like your pancake syrup.
All right.
So you brush that on there, put it in the smoker for 225. About an hour in, you'll flip it back over. You'll brush some more maple syrup, some more seasoning, which all that recipe is in MansfieldNowMagazine.com. And basically, after about 2 hours, it'll be hardened. You pull it out, let it cool for about 30, 60 minutes. It'll get hard, and you got candied bacon.
I'm having a hard time not interjecting.
Yeah. Was that off the wall? Did I do that right? I don't know.
No, that was awesome, actually.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
It's pretty simple.
I was so caught up in the recipe. I'm so hungry right now for like a candied bacon.
Yeah,
It seems to me, honestly, that it's worth the time invested.
It's only 2 hours.
Well, no.
Plus
Hold on.
the
You say it's only 2 hours, but we're drive-throughs and microwaves as far as our time goes. So if we start thinking about it and being
that's
able to
you
get things
or
to
me.
work, I'm sorry.
Sorry, he's talking.
You're giving a little tip. It's like, so here's the thing. If you look at camera one and not Jeff, because they're like, why are you looking off to the side? Look at the camera. No, camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two, camera. If both of us are on this one, if it's just you, it's that one.
Yeah. Okay,
so, hey, Jeff, take my ugly face off the air right now.
I can't.
Put the handsome guy in. Yeah, you can hit 4. Yes, you can.
Watch.
Because you're the boss. Yeah, there you go. Go to 6. Oh, never mind. Hey, you want to switch sides?
No, it's okay.
Hey, wait, no.
Let's do this one.
Over the tip. All right, I'm shutting up. Go. You're good.
Oh.
Yeah, switch sides. Let's go.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
It's like a Chinese fire drill.
This is amazing. Okay. All right. So.
Yes, that's the shit.
All right. We're back. Food Biz Pro and the Texas Barbecue Show all in one.
No, man,
I got the mic now.
No, man, it's all you, brother. Chef Patrick stepping back. He's got to. Actually, I got to make a shopping list because I got to stop.
Okay, we got 8 minutes and 26 seconds.
I got this.
So
I'll be your timekeeper, okay? Don't worry about the time. I'll take care of that.
We got the recipes on Mansfield Now magazine. I've had a lot of people sending me messages. Hey, we see you. Oh, you're a star, and blah blah blah. It's just Mansfield Now magazine. It's not the Star Telegram or the New York Times. One day.
All right, so what I was saying is that the bacon recipe sounds phenomenal for all the time that it takes to be able to actually pull that thing off. Now, the smoker, you literally having to do work to be able to get the smoker up to temp and everything else, right? So what is that, another hour?
Now, if you're using a pellet smoker, all you got to do is plug it in, set the time. It'll be up in temp about 15 minutes.
Explain what that is, a pellet smoker.
So a pellet smoker, you got your Traegers, you got your Yoder smokers, you got your Pit Bosses, which are at Walmart. Pit Boss Rec-Tec, Yoder smokers, and then Pit Boss. So you got your Yoder smokers that are at any Ace Hardware, Walmart,
so
Home Depot.
Chef Patrick's an idiot. What is a pellet smoker versus a regular smoker?
So you got an offset smoker, reverse flow smoker that uses a firebox and your traditional 16-inch logs.
So you got a big box where you throw the logs in there, you light them up, and you blow the smoke through the.
Yeah, you usually want to start with lump charcoal in a chimney. Pour that in there, stick your logs on, and then get that temp up.
Pellet smoker. How does that differ?
It's electronic. So you got an auger, and then you got a temperature controller. So you're going to have your firebox, which is your wood box. Let's just say that. You plug it in, set your temp. It's going to spin an auger that's going to put the pellets inside of the fire pot. That's going to have a igniter rod that's either ceramic or steel, and that's going to light up. And then you're going to have your pellets are going to burn. Why are you laughing?
My change in seats was strategic. I'm eating
He
your
is
rib.
using my ribs that I didn't touch. That's good. So the auger and then a fan inside will work together to maintain the temperature you set at. So basically, for the people that are really busy, or the folks that want to, just sleep at night, or you're doing one brisket, one rack of ribs, you're not going to, heat up a 250-gallon smoker. You'll be able to use pellets, which you can buy at Home Depot, Ace, all your barbecue stores like Barbecue Galore's, Premier Grilling stores here in DFW. You put in apple pellets, maple pellets, pecan pellets, oak pellets, post oak pellets. Now that B&B has.
Look at camera one.
That one, yeah, there we go. And you can be a little bit more of a chef with a pellet grill, I think, than an offset smoker. But it all depends on the entree that you're doing.
Okay.
And what you were saying as far as quickness on getting that fire going, a pellet grill, you're gonna get there a whole lot quicker than an offset smoker or reverse flow smoker or your traditional old country pit.
All right. Now, listen, I know that you've got a couple other things that you want to be able to talk about, but if we have enough time, I want to circle back around to the key lime pie recipe. But before we do that, what were the other things that you wanted to make sure that you wanted to discuss?
So in regards to my charity Barbecue for Heroes, I've done for the past 2-3 months donations towards police departments and then one fire department in Mansfield. This time I'm actually able to recognize a hero that's not necessarily a law enforcement or a firefighter, an actual gentleman that was a cardiac nurse at Mansfield Methodist. He was at Lifetime Fitness in Mansfield. Ty Tran, I think is his last name. Ty is for sure his first name. He actually performed CPR on a gentleman at Lifetime Fitness that had a heart attack. And so now I am, since he helped keep that guy alive, save his life in some form or fashion, I'm going to provide him lunch and all of his colleagues on his team at Mansfield Methodist this Friday at 12 o'clock. It's going to be about him and 24 others, nurses, cardiac nurses, and other nurses like that. So I'm able to actually really use my Barbecue for Heroes charity to give back to someone that, actually, took their self out of the equation and put someone else's life in their hand.
What a great deal. Now, let me ask you a question. Can people help donate towards this, or is this something that you are accepting donations for, or what?
I am not a 501(c)(3). So basically, any donations coming to me, you cannot get a tax write-off. I haven't applied for that or honestly gotten the funds to have that particular tax exempt status.
Okay. But that doesn't prevent people from giving you $20 to be able to help, right?
Anyone,
seriously.
Yeah, anyone could give me a donation that'll go to Barbecue for Heroes, or there is a link on my Barbecue for Heroes Facebook page that goes to my PayPal that will go for Barbecue for Heroes, and literally every single thing is going towards meat, the utensils, the plates, the things that I use that's going to go towards those contributions, basically.
Give me your Facebook page.
It's going to be Barbecue for Heroes on Facebook. And then, you got Rack Attack BBQ on Facebook.
Okay.
As well. Both of those you can find even under Brandon Anderson. You'll see that, I manage those pages.
Okay. Is it the number 4 or the FOR?
BBQ FORHEROES. Yeah. Barbecue for Heroes.
What else you want to talk about?
And I was reached out by Texas Brew and Barbecue. They are a husband and wife out of Waxahachie, Ty and Christy Sherrill. They actually have a TV series that is now picked up on Fox 4's Channel 27. Channel 27 is now a Fox 4 channel.
Okay.
So they're doing barbecue shows with different breweries and different barbecue joints. They've reached out to me because I've reached out to them months before, and we should be doing a segment together where I'm cooking with them, and they're going to highlight, Rack Attack Barbecue, and that'll be awesome to be on actual, local news channel.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Well, congrats, man. It sounds like you've got a lot going on, and all of it's good. So we appreciate you being a part of the show. Real quickly, if you can, the key lime dessert. How does that thing work? Possibly. You said you're grilling a key lime pie?
Yeah, so you got a key lime pie. Basically, if you got a pellet cooker or smoker, you can even use an oven if we have to go that route. 350 degrees. That's the temperature we want to be at. How about we post that on the Spoony Radio Facebook page later?
That's fine.
Because by the time I get through all the ingredients and the steps,
I just want to know how you put it in a smoker without it falling apart.
Do what?
I just want to know how you're putting it in a smoker without it falling apart. That's all. That's the part.
It's called a pie tin, Jeff. It's called a pie tin.
I didn't think about that part.
I mean, have you?
No,
used,
I really didn't. I swear, God is my witness. I was thinking.
If you use an oven,
I was just joking with you.
Yeah. Well, that would make sense because you use an oven, you have it in a pie tin too.
Look,
right?
if anything you use in an oven, you can use it in a pellet cooker, and you can choose your wood pellets to kind of pair it with the right thing. So I mean, I don't think we've used the oven. Oh gosh, it's been a while since we've used the oven at home. So I mean, anything in an oven, set your pellet cooker at that certain temp, or I mean, tweak your offset smoker, reverse flow smoker at that temp, and you can do the same thing you do in the kitchen.
There is so much to say about not using the oven anymore. I'm just saying.
Same with the microwave.
I love you, bro. Yeah, Chef Mo. We call that Chef Mike in the restaurant, by the way.
Okay.
Hey, Brandon, can I tell you what?
Go ahead,
dude. You got a show anytime you want it.
I got to get the content together. I got to make it worth it.
Look, do you think I got content together? That's why I call you in to say, hey, talk for 15 minutes during the 2 hours. I'll do the rest and blah, 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 blah. No,
if
seriously.
they see it, I want to get B&B charcoal in here. I want to get Yoder smokers in here. I want to get all the, any barbecue legend, any barbecue restaurant, Dane's Craft Barbecue, Brick's Craft Barbecue, Derek Allen's, Joe Risky. Even though you've been on trays, let's get you back in here and tell us something else.
Here's the deal. Look, you want to come on the show? Bring some damn food. Because you know what? He's the only one that's brought food for us ever. Well, a couple drinks, but you know.
And I don't want to take anything away from what Trey's doing, so I will make it a little bit different. Trey has his good show, and I love it. That's
it's
how
yours.
I'm here.
That's
how I'm here.
Wrap it up. I'm
here because of Trey. So we're going to do some big things. Y'all just, be patient with me while I try to figure it out because I'm new.
And you be on the air. We
See y'all
love
later.
You,
See y'all tonight. Culinary Fight Club. Oh, damn, it ended.
This is the only 24-hour take-anywhere platform dedicated to food and